a name that I think many viewers of Shalom TV will not know, and I want you to tell us who he was. Walworth Barbour.
Walworth Barbour. Nobody under the age of 50 remembers Walworth Barbour. Nobody under the age of 70 remembers Walworth Barbour. Walworth Barbour was JFK's ambassador to Israel, but he wanted to offer a rationale for an alliance
Between Israel and the United States.
Correct. And countering some of the stuff that had been talked about back in the Eisenhower administration, which was still alive in the Kennedy administration, in the Kennedy State Department, Dean Rusk, the Arabists. He wrote a memo. It's a long memo. It's very complicated, but had 2 or 3 salient points. One point was that whatever deep feelings that Israelis, at whatever level, may have had toward certain places in the West Bank, which was part of the Kingdom of Jordan at that time, toward Jerusalem, toward whatever, Israel was not pursuing a revanchist policy. It was not about to send 6 brigades into the West Bank and, conquer Ramallah, that kind of thing. Point number 1. Number 2 is that related to the first, was that indeed, forget about revanchism, just in terms of Israel's own feelings of security. And it was a very insecure place. We remember what the old border looked like, or the old armistice line looked like. At its worst place in the northern part of the West Bank, only a few kilometers separated Jordanian territory from the sea. I mean, there was Sahara, a few kilometers, whatever. I mean, just nothing.
Correct.
Now, so whatever that geopolitical reality, Barbour argued that the only thing that would cause Israel to intervene in Jordan militarily would be if the Jordanian government would fall and a Nasserite government would move in, which was not an impossible thing. Nasser was very aggressive. He had a lot of Soviet arms. Not impossible, not unlikely, not likely, but not impossible. And so if something would happen internally in Jordan, that would be the only thing. And
other than that, Israel did not have designs on the West Bank as far as this policy was concerned.
Correct. Right.
Barbour did not see Israel as a revanchist nation.
Points number 1 and 2 are related. Point number 2 is purely political, though. And the third point is that we, America, should harbor no illusions here. That if Israel felt that its vital security interests were at stake, it would do whatever is necessary. This was 4 years before 1967 war, 5 years. So that was the well-known Barbour memo, and it helped craft a policy or a stance toward Israel that defined the relationship and ultimately the alliance.